Hello dear students, this is the last lesson for functions for AS level. In the previous class we solved few questions from past year exams, and in this class we will further solve some past year question. Let us move towards today's lesson. Question number 6. We are given a function f of x is equal to 6 over 2x plus 3 for x is greater than or equal to 0. Its graph is also given. We have to find its inverse graph and state the domain of f inverse. F of x is equal to 6 over 2x plus 3. First step, we will find its inverse. What was the first step we learned in our lessons? We replace f of x by y. Y is equal to, and we get an equation. In the second step, we solve this equation for x. I am solving this equation for x. 2xy plus 3y is equal to 6. 2x is equal to 6 minus 3y and x is equal to 6 minus 3y over. There was y as well, so this will be 2y. So students, this is value of y. Step 1 is complete. In step 2, we replace this x by f inverse of y. F inverse y is equal to 6 minus 3y over 2y. In the last step, we replace y by x. So f inverse of x is obtained, 6 minus 3x over 2x. Now we also have to write down its domain. For that, we will refer to this graph. See, the value of this function at x is equal to 0 is 6 over 3, which is 2 over here. And as x is going towards infinity, y is decreasing. It will not be negative, but it will never be 0, but it is approaching to 0. So what is range of f of x? Range of f of x from the graph is obvious. It is between 0 is exclusive, and 2. We can also write it as 0 to 2, which is basically the domain of its inverse function. I hope this is clear. Now in the second part, we are asked to copy the diagram and we have to sketch the graph of f inverse on that diagram. I have copied this diagram for you. Remember the steps for finding f inverse. First of all, what we do, we draw y is equal to x line, which bisects the first and third quadrant. Only first quadrant is shown in the diagram over here. And then we draw its image reflection of this graph about this line. This is line of symmetry between the graphs of function and its inverse. So this will be somewhat like this. This point was 0, 2. This point will be 2, 0. So this is the graph of f inverse. So you just need to copy and paste this function, inverse function graph over here. In the third part, we are given another function g of x is equal to x over 2 and we have to solve an equation f of g of x is equal to 3 by 2. F of x is equal to (6 over 3x plus 2) and g of x is equal to x over 2. F of g of x will be 6 over 3 times g of x plus 2, which will be 6 over 3 times x over 2. Oh, sorry, it was 2x plus 3, I guess. Yes, it was 2x plus 3. So this will be 2x plus 3 This 2 will be cancelled out. This is equal to 6 over x plus 3, which is given equal to 3 by 2. From here, we get 12 is equal to 3x plus 9 and x is equal to 1 after solving. So, dear student, this was question number 6. For today's class, this was question number 1. In continuation of our last lesson, this was question number 6. Now we move to question number 7. Again, we are given a function and we have to draw its graph and its inverse graph in the first part. So I have drawn the graph of this function. Function is equal to 3x minus 2. It's very easy for us to draw graph any linear function. We just take two values of x and then join them to get a straight line. This line is y is equal to x. Now we have to draw the graph of f inverse on the same graph. F of x is equal to 3x minus 2. F of x is equal to 3x minus 2. I am rapidly finding the inverse. Y is equal to 3x minus 2. Y plus 2 is equal to 3x. X is equal to y plus 2 over 3. F inverse of y is equal to y plus 2 over 3, or I can write F inverse of x is equal to x plus 2 over 3. What we have to do? We have to find its inverse graph, which will be simply the image of this line about y-axis. You can draw this graph by taking any 2 points. You can take x is equal to 4, for x is equal to 4, 4 plus 2 over 3, 6 over 3, it will be 2. This is this point, and then you can take the point x is equal to minus 2. At x is equal to minus 2, it will be 0, like this. So this will be graph of f inverse. This you have to do for part 2. In part 1, in part 2, the function is defined, another function is defined 6x minus x square, and we have to express this function g of f of x in terms of x. F of x is 3x minus 2, g of x is equal to 6x minus x square. F of x is equal to 3x minus 2, g of x is equal to 6x minus x square. We have to find g of f of x, and what will be that? 6 times f of x minus f of x whole square. This will be 6 times 3x minus 2 minus 3x minus 2 whole square, which will be 18x minus 12 minus, I am expanding this square, 9x square minus 12x plus 4. This will be minus 9x square plus 30x minus 16. So this is g of f of x. In the first step, we have calculated g of f of x in terms of x. Now we have to show that its maximum value is 9. Recall the maximum and minimum value of a quadratic expression lesson. G of x is equal to minus 9x square plus 30x minus 16. Coefficient of x square is negative. This will be a parabola opening downwards, and its maximum value will be, maximum value of g of x will be c minus b square over 4a. c minus b square over 4a. What is c over here? C is minus 16 minus b square means 30 square over 4a, 4 times minus 9. Upon simplification, we get minus 16 minus 900 over minus 36, which will make it 636. This is minus 16 plus 25, and this will be 9. So maximum value of g will be 9. So our second part of this question is done. Now we move to third part. Same function 6x minus x square, and we have to express this in the standard form. 6x minus x square. This is called h of x over here. So students, what will be h of x? h of x is equal to 6x minus x square. I am converting it into standard form. I am taking minus 1 common, x square minus 6x. I am completing the square within the bracket, minus 6x plus 9 minus 9. First three terms will complete the square x minus 3 square, and this will be plus 9. I can write it as 9 minus x minus 3 whole square. This is h of x. So we have written the given function h of x in the standard form. What will be the next part? We have to find its inverse. It's very simple. We have been finding the inverse of function in many questions. In this question, h of x is equal to, in standard form, this is equal to 9 minus x minus 3 whole square. I will write it as y. Y is equal to 9 minus x minus 3 whole square. Then I will write x minus 3 whole square is equal to 9 minus y. X minus 3 is equal to 9 minus y square root. Will I use plus minus, or I will take the value of plus only? This we have to decide. Look at the definition of the function h of x. X is greater than equal to 3. When x is greater than equal to 3, this cannot be negative. It means we will only take the values of positive values. From here, I will say x is equal to 9 minus y square root plus 3. H inverse of x is equal to h inverse of y is equal to 9 minus y square root plus 3, or simply I will write h inverse of x is equal to 9 minus x square root plus 3. I am solving it rapidly because we have solved many questions for finding the inverse of a function. Let us move to our next question now. Again, we are given a quadratic expression function, x is greater than equal to 2. We have to write it in its standard form and hence state the range of this. Okay, f of x is equal to x square minus 4x plus 7. I am completing the square. What sort of graph it will be? Coefficient of x square is positive. It will be opening upward. It will be opening upward means it will have minimum value but not maximum value, and that minimum value will be equal to 3. So range of f of x is greater than equal to 3. Now we have to find its inverse. We will link the answer of our first part. We will take it, we will use it to find its inverse. F of x is equal to x minus 2 whole square plus 3. Y is equal to x minus 2 whole square plus 3. X minus 2 whole square is equal to y minus 3. X minus 2 is equal to y minus 3 square root. Taking the positive values as explained in the last question, x is equal to y minus 3 square root plus 2. X will be replaced by f inverse of y. This will be y minus 3 square root plus 2, and at the end y will be replaced by x minus 3 square root plus 2. So this was the solution to our second part. And next we decide that the function g is defined by, g is given another function h is such that f is equal to h of g. We have to find h. Domain of h is x greater than 0. We have to obtain expression for h of x. F of x is given. This is f of x. G of x is x minus 2. g of x is equal to x minus 2, f of x is equal to, f of x was x minus 2 whole square plus 3, and h is equal to f of g. Sorry, f is equal to hg. So what will be g? G will be f of g inverse. So first of all, we will find g inverse, which you can easily get. I am directly writing it, x plus 2. So this is, what will be h? H is f of g inverse of x, which will be g inverse of x square minus 2, g inverse of x minus 2 whole square plus 3, g inverse of x is x plus 2 minus 2 whole square plus 3. This will be x square plus 3. This is h of x. H of x we have calculated. Now we have to, x is greater than equal to 0. We have already obtained the expression for h of x. H of x is equal to x square plus 3. Hope this is clear. Now we are moving to our fourth question of today, which is question number 9 for past year exam question. A function is defined. We have to show that f of x is equal to this. This is easy question. F of x is equal to x plus 3 over 2x minus 1. What will be f of x? F of x will be f of x plus 3 over 2 times f of x minus 1. This will be f of x plus 3 over 2x minus 1 plus 3 over 2 times 2x plus 3 over 2x minus 1 minus 1. So I will simplify it. This is x plus 3 plus 6x minus 3 over 2x plus 6 minus 2x minus 1 over 2x minus 1 and over 2x minus 1. This will be this will be 7x. This will be cancelled. This will be cancelled with this. 7x over 6. This will be cancelled. 7, which is equal to x. So we have shown that f of x is equal to x. This was our first part. Show that f of x is equal to 1, or f square of x is equal to 1. Hence, we have to write an expression for f inverse of x. This is very important. F of x is equal to 1. It means these two are inverse of each other. F is self-inverse. F inverse of x is equal to f of x, and f of x was x plus 3 over 2x minus 1. So these two functions, or this function, are inverse of each other. So this is inverse of f of x. I hope this is clear. So now we are moving towards the last question of our lesson. If function is defined, we have to find its inverse, write it into this form, and then we have to find the domain of function's inverse. F of x is given x plus 3 over 2 square root. Y is equal to x plus 3 over 2 square root. Y square is equal to x plus 3 over 2. 2y square is equal to x plus 3. x is equal to 2y square minus 3. F inverse of y is equal to 2y square minus 3. F inverse of x is equal to 2x square minus 3. So dear student, this is the inverse of that function. I hope this is clear. Now, we have to write down the domain of f inverse. What is the range of f of x? This is a square root function. Its range is 0 to infinity. Domain of f inverse, x is greater than equal to minus 3. For x is equal to minus 3, this is 0. Its range will be from 0 to infinity. So the domain, which will be basically domain of f inverse. Domain of f inverse is equal to I hope this is clear. So, dear student, this was all for today's class, and this was all about functions for A levels. In next lesson, we will start some new topic. Please do share and subscribe my channel so that you are timely intimated about the upcoming videos. Thanks for watching. Allah Hafiz.